Careful, Lamar. These lamps are quite hot. Is this on? Yes. Very well. I am not much of a public speaker, but I'll do my best. Fellow citizens, residents of City 17 and environs, by which I mean sentient residents, of course, human and otherwise, although I believe there is little need to explain recent developments to our Vortigaunt allies. At any rate, first, as a matter of great urgency, if you find yourself still within the confines of City 17, you are well advised to leave the city at once by the fastest means available to you. We have restored service to much of the commuter transport system in order to carry citizens out of the city as quickly as possible. We have also established camps and triage areas in the surrounding environs. I repeat, you must evacuate the city at once. While there was certainly a great benefit in destroying the Citadel's teleport core, we have detected one rather unfortunate side effect. It would appear an inevitability that very soon now, the Citadel will be consumed in a destructive event whose magnitude I cannot currently estimate with any certainty, except to say that it will almost certainly irradiate an area of many miles radius. Therefore, I repeat, evacuate City 17 at once, if not sooner. I cannot state this without enough undue emphasis. On a lighter note, if you are already in one of our designated safe zones, I feel obliged to point out that a more fortunate side effect of the reactor's destruction is the complete removal of the Combine's reproductive suppression field. Previously, certain protein chains important to the process of embryonic development were selectively prevented from forming. This is no longer the case. For those so inclined, now would be an excellent time for procreation. Which is to say, in layman's terms, you should give serious consideration to doing your part for the revival of the species. We must make the most of the time we have, as it is by no means certain how much time we have secured ourselves before the Combine attempt to restore their dominion, as they certainly shall. Since this is, in fact, the first opportunity we have had to speak openly of the baleful influence of the Combine, there is much ground to cover. And in fact, I hope to institute a series of useful bulletins in the days ahead. However, for now we will have to content ourselves with some relatively meager exposition. The destabilization of the City 17 reactor has had repercussions that were not entirely unexpected, although we hardly dared speak this hope ahead of time. The destructive pulse forced a damper on the entire network of linked Citadel reactors. Thus, for the time being, I believe that all Combine portals have failed completely, as well as all communications systems based on that technology. In short, the Combine are completely cut off. Combine forces currently stationed on Earth are now isolated units, stranded. However, this is most likely a temporary state of affairs. As we once learned to our dismay, even the relatively tiny fracture at Black Mesa gave our enemies an opening which they were able to force ever wider as they poured through in greater and greater numbers. In addition to the completely xenotheric species, there are many modified post-human allies still remaining on Earth who will be doing their utmost to re-establish lines of communication and supply with the larger forces. Even so, there is greater reason for hope now than at any time in the past decade. We have made, in secret, several technological advances which we will do our best to deploy in advance of the Combine's return. We continue to diligently assemble and train a new generation of scientists and technicians. For what the Combine fear the most is not any tangible human weapon, but our will, our intellect, our ability to respond selectively and rationally to every terror they turn against us. We place our firmest hope in the human spirit, even knowing how easily it may be shattered. We have all seen friends and family crushed by the Combine. Some of our neighbors have allowed themselves to be co-opted and purged of their humanity by the military machine. And those who resisted have met a most terrible fate. Still, I cannot overstate how important it is that we retain our humanity. Only this will allow us to hold together, as we must, for their inevitable return, and what is certain to be unimaginable retaliation. And, oh yes, if you missed any part of this message, it will loop repeatedly until there is no point in looping it any longer. I apologize for any inadvertent errors or omissions. As you can imagine, we have had scarcely time to record, let alone rehearse. What's that, Eli? Oh, right. This has been Dr. Isaac Kleiner, formerly of Black Mesa, now simply a citizen, like all of you, of Earth. Let me just add to all those who can hear me now, as we struggle out of the shadow of our malefactors, welcome back to the light. Now, where did I put that calculator? Therefore, I repeat,
Thank God, it's still day. Let's get out of here. Oh God, no. No, it's locked. I can't believe this. Hey, up there! Hello? Can you let us out of here? Hello? They can't hear us, I guess. Can you see any way to get this open? That's it. See if the crank still works. Come on, Gordon, crank that thing. Great. Okay, let's get to the train yard before the Citadel blows.
However, for now we will have to content ourselves with some relatively
Finally,
meager
fresh
exposition.
Oh my God.
The destabilization of the
Striders
City 17
really
reactor
tore the hell out
has
of
had
this place.
repercussions that were not entirely unexpected. Although we hardly dared speak this hope ahead of time, the destructive pulse
I've
forced
never
a damper
been
on the
happier to see
entire
Dr.
network
Kleiner.
of linked Citadel reactors. Thus, for the time being, I believe that all combined portals have failed completely, as well as all technology.
They're looking for something. Probably us. From the rooftops. I was hoping we'd get a bit farther before they noticed us again. job saving the burrows.
We're gonna see if we can help anyone else get out.
I'll cover the street while you figure this out. I was hoping we'd get a bit farther before they noticed us again. I'll cover the street while you figure this out. done. Let's head upstairs. And I'll rejigger it. Hold up a second. We can't get through here while that sniper's covering the street. Let me climb up and take a look at what we're walking into. Uh-oh. They've got the street fortified up ahead. You run point, okay? I'll cover you from up here till you reach the far end. When the coast is clear, I'll catch up. Okay, looks like I can get that ladder down to you. Let me shoot out the latch. I might be a little rusty with this rifle. Ha! Nope, guess I'm not.
Medical systems engaged. Morphine administered.
Better find Barney and get moving. Phew. Glad that's over. Oh, God. Looks like the reactor's back on track for a meltdown. That transmission's going out after all. Oh! I'd like to find another way around these buildings, but we really don't have time. Okay, let's get in. Come on. I think we just broke about 50 Combine regulations. Beeping sound. Get away from the doors! There you are. I thought you might have forgotten about me. Uh-oh. Here we go again. Here they come. Get back.
Hey, 3 minutes! Even without me!
Hey, over here!
What are you still doing here? Everyone should clear out of the city.
The Combine's not making it easy. We're trying to get enough people together to force our way through to the train station. People are meeting up in a safe house nearby.
Can you take us there?
You bet. Let's go. This way. Hey, it's me. Open the door.
What's the password?
I'm not even gonna tell you to shut up.
Come on in.
Previously, certain protein chains important to the process of embryonic development were selectively
You're
prevented
Kleiner's
from
daughter,
forming.
right?
This
no.
is no
My
longer
dad's
the
Odessa
case.
Covich.
For those so inclined, now would be an excellent time for procreation.
Oh,
Which
you're
is
the
to
one
say,
who's selling
in
insurance.
layman's terms,
Is
you should
Dr.
give
Kleiner
serious
really
consideration
telling
to
everyone
doing
that-
your part for the revival of the
Get busy?
species. We must make the most of the time we have, as it is by no means certain how much time we have secured ourselves before the Combine attempt to restore their dominion, as they certainly shall. Since this is, in fact, the first opportunity we have had to speak openly of the baleful influence, there is much ground to cover.
Let's
And in
find
fact,
another way up.
I hope to introduce a series of useful...
Light 'em up!
However, for now, ourselves with some brilliantly eager exposition. The destabilization of the City-17 reactor has had repercussions that were not entirely unexpected. Although we hardly dared speak this hope ahead of time, the destructive pulse forced a damper on the entire network of linked Citadel reactors. Thus, for the time being, I believe that all Combine portals have failed completely, as well as all communications systems based on that technology. Are completely lost. Most likely a temporary state of affairs. As we once learned to our dismay, fracture at Black Mesa, our enemies and openings they were able to force wider as they poured through in greater and greater numbers. In addition to the completely xenotheric species, there are many modified post-human allies still remaining on Earth who will be doing their utmost to re-establish lines of communication and supply with the larger forces. Even so, there is greater reason for hope now than at any time in the past.
But I needed his permission.
What idiot put Kleiner in charge?
Sometimes I think everybody's a doctor but me.
Everything we do seems to make things worse.
This was such a nice neighborhood, too.
It used to be safer here.
We're sitting ducks in here. Or maybe fish in a barrel. Anyway, it's not good.
I hear it's a lot better out in the country. How about this weather?
I don't miss Dr.
Taking the scenic route, eh?
Remember when you had the ducklings on?
But I kind of miss the Combine.
Somehow I thought things would be better by now.
I wouldn't recommend using the stairs right now.
We're all starving, and Kleiner's head crab's probably eating grade A head.
They might call them crabs, but I tell you what, they don't taste like crab. I don't dream anymore.
How about this weather?
Gordon! Alex? I don't believe it. How the hell did you get out of the Citadel?
We're not exactly sure. All I know is the Vortigaunts had something to do with it. But what about you, Barney?
I'm doing okay, just going crazy trying to...
They found us!
Aw, hell, Gordon! Were you followed again?
We stole some information from the Citadel on our way out. I don't know what it is yet, but it's important enough that they've been hounding us the whole way here.
Well, that puts the pressure on. Look, we gotta get moving. You guys know about the evacuation trains, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we've been planning to make a push on the train station. Now it looks like we're gonna have to cut a path through every chicken ship metro cop who's having second thoughts about defending City 17.
If Gordon and I took a separate route, we could draw the Combine away from you. That'd give you a chance to get the trains filled up before we get there.
Really? Well, if you say so. Now, come here, look over here. Okay, across this bridge, over the rooftops, is a safe path to the station. You two head that way. I'll hit the streets and round up everyone who's been waiting. We'll meet you there.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Hey, Gordon, before you go, I was getting tired of carrying this around. Listen, I don't have many more of these, so try not to lose this one, okay? Go on across, Gordon. She's waiting for you. You lucky dog, you. See you at the station!
gunship. Get back.
Hey, a hospital. Keep an eye out for medical supplies. Gordon, you're a real terror. Think it's dead? Maybe you should whack it with a crowbar just in case. Yeah. Oh, God, not again. So much for medical supplies. I found a shotgun. After you. Oh no! Oh god, more zombies! Sorry about leaving you alone down there, Gordon. Here they come. They're through the door. Get back. Burn 'em. What kind of hospital is this?
Yes.
At any rate,
The train station.
first, as a matter of great urgency, if you find yourself still